Welcome to the Snazzy Sage Podcast. I'm Dr. Kerry, your host and coach. Each week, I chat with remarkable guests who are thriving in their next chapter with confidence, purpose, and style. Because the next chapter isn't about age, it's all about attitude. Let's dive in. Getting older doesn't mean slowing down. It means showing up with flair and wisdom. Today, I'd like to welcome Carole Girman, a talented makeup artist and trainer who has worked with top beauty brands such as Chanel, Dior, It Cosmetics, Mally Beauty, and Lancôme. She's had the opportunity to personally work alongside industry icons such as Mally Roncal and Kern Lima. Carole is passionate about empowering mature women to embrace who they are, age with grace, and feel beautiful inside and out. Welcome, Carole.
Morning.
Carole, can you start off and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. So I'll be 60 in 2 weeks. I've been in the beauty industry for over 35 years. Recently, after a 10-year run with a large beauty company, my territory that I serviced was eliminated. So now I'm kind of on my own. I do freelance work for other companies, other beauty companies. And I also have recently started my own Instagram account, Snazzy Beauty, just to go ahead and help women our age find that next step in their life.
Well, happy early birthday. I met Carole this weekend at St. John's Town Center in Jacksonville, Florida at Sephora. When I was buying some makeup, and I don't know about any of you in the audience, but I'm still applying makeup with the same tips I got when I was 30 years old. But as I age and now I'm old enough to move into a 55 and over community, Carole was amazing and invited her to be on the podcast. Let's get started and talk about makeup for mature skin.
One of the biggest tips that I give women is that at this age, we need certain ingredients that we need to focus on, whether in our skincare or whether it's in our makeup. A lot of makeup companies are now infusing skincare into makeup, which is amazing. But my feeling is if you've got the great skincare, you don't really need to focus on additional skincare. As we age, things happen to our skin. We lose collagen, start depleting in moisture, things start drooping, and the elasticity obviously is lost as we continue to age. So there are ingredients in certain products, such as collagen, peptides that really will help boost the ability of our skin to look a little bit younger. And then, of course, there's always tips and tricks that I like to throw in there for women our age that will all as well boost the look of youth as we continue to age.
That's great. I'm going to ask you like different parts of the skin. So foundation, should I be using powder foundation? Should I be using liquid? What are some of your...
personal preference when it comes to foundation. I do find the majority of powder foundations tend to be on the dry side because it's a powder. What do powders do? They absorb. What do they absorb? Moisture. As we age, we need more moisture. You know that old saying in real estate, location, location, location. I always say moisturization, moisturization, moisturization. You cannot over moisturize your skin at our age. What the beauty of moisturization does is that it helps to smooth and plump the skin. So I'm not a big fan of powder foundation for myself, but everybody's different. My biggest focus is always on a liquid foundation or a cream foundation that has an SPF and hydration in it. And the hydration is going to come in the form of a hyaluronic acid, which helps to plump the skin, fine lines, and wrinkles as we wear it.
Oh, that's great. Moving on to lips. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, but my whole area looked like I smoked 2 packs a day. What are your suggestions for lips?
So my suggestion with that, same problem. I've never smoked, but yet I'm looking at lines going. A lot of times additional hydration, like generally I put my moisturizer on, but after I put my eye cream on, anything I have left on my finger goes on my lip area because again, it's going to help to plump those lines there. Using maybe more of a neutral stick is also going to not bring so much attention to the lip area as well. And if you do use a powder, because I do use a finishing powder, I don't put it around my mouth area.
And what you touched upon this a little bit, but what about color? Like I used to love red nails, black dress, red lipstick, but I think that's a no-no.
No, it's really not. A lot of people our age think that. I love color. I love bright lips, bright eyes. You just have to know how to apply it. That's all. That's the only thing. My biggest pet peeve is foundation. If your foundation matches your neck and it's one smooth palette, you can do anything with color.
That's great to know.
Yeah.
What about primers? I know there's eye primers and lip primers that help to keep the makeup on longer. Do they?
It depends. It depends on, again, your personal preference. When I am working, I don't want to have to touch up my makeup. So I like to wear a primer under my foundation just because that's going to keep my makeup wearing longer. But literally, there are some foundations that have a primer already infused into it, so you don't need an additional primer. But primers do many things: smooth any kind of pore issue or any kind of roughness looking issue on the skin. Sometimes if you're oily, probably not at our age, but a younger customer or client, may be oily and they want more of a mattifying look. So again, personal preference. There's a lot of women who say, I don't have time to apply 5 different things. I just want to get a foundation and I want to be out, get my foundation, put it on and be out the door and not have to worry about so many products and using them. So personal preference. Do you want a primer? Why do you want a primer? That's one of the questions I ask. Why do you want a primer? There are hydrating primers. There are mattifying primers. There are primers that smooth. There are primers that do some firming and lifting. So personal preference just depends on what you're looking for.
One of my favorite products that I bought at Sephora is, and I forgot the brand, but it's a lip primer, and my lipstick stays on so much longer, and that's kind of a great tool.
Yep.
And same thing with an eye primer. The eye primer I use for both the dark circles, which I look like I got punched in the face when I wake up, and then to keep the eyeshadow on when I'm, in meetings all day and don't have time.
Exactly. And eye primers, I will swear by eye primers, especially the eyeshadow primer that I use, I literally put right under my eyes, because then when I do put my corrector and my concealer on, I don't have to worry about dark circles the rest of the day because my makeup's not going to wear off. Yep. So I'm really a fan of eye primers, lip primers, but when it comes to foundation, personal preference.
Okay. So let's talk about eye color, eyeshadows. What are your suggestions for like both a day and an evening look? Is it color, sparkle, no sparkle?
So I'm a fan of it all. I like color. I like sparkle. Your day look versus your evening, you can pop up using the same colors. It's just the application and how much more you apply or how you apply it. So for the most part, when I'm in store, I like to do neutral colors, but there are days where I'm like, you know what? I got to have some color. So I'll do something kind of funky on the eyes and on the lips as well. But again, I don't think there's anything wrong with women our age using color, using glitter, whatever makes you feel good. You just have to know how to apply it.
I love that. First, just some basic tips for applying eyeshadow. Should folks be looking at, for example, I have brown eyes. Should I be looking for eyeshadow with browns? If someone
Nope, not necessarily. You want to pop the brown out. So violets would look gorgeous on you. Bronzes would look gorgeous on you. People with green eyes, purples, plum colors that just pops the green out. And people with blue eyes, that's where they want to focus on the browns because the brown will pull that blue out. But brown eyes literally can wear any shade. And again, it's how you apply it, how you define the eye, and what you're comfortable doing and wearing.
That's great. Any other general advice that you'd like to give women about makeup?
It's all about your comfort zone. And when women come in and say, this is what I like to do, I never go, oh my gosh, that's the worst thing you can do. I always encourage, I always try to get more information, and I always try to help them find ways to improve the look of it.
So I wanted to kind of switch gears and just talk. I wish I had a fairy grandmother that would tell me, here's what's coming, and your younger self and all that you've learned.
I remember being younger and my mom used to say, just wait till you get old. And honestly, I would fear it. I'm like, I don't want to get old. I don't want that to happen to me. But when I take a step back and I look in the mirror now, I say to myself, number one, the biggest thing you can do for yourself as you continue age is take care of your skin. Your makeup is only going to look as good as your skin. And if you're not using good skincare, your makeup's not going to look good no matter how much you put on you or how often you apply it. Number two, SPF, super important. And I wish I had known that as a younger person because I used to go lay out in the sun all the time and tan my face. I don't do it anymore, but I always put an SPF on. And finally, hydration, meaning water. I hardly drank water when I was growing up, but now I try to focus on as much water as I can because that's going to continue to hydrate the skin.
That's great. In terms of fashion, what is your go-to style piece?
Oh gosh. Okay. I love denim because you can dress denim up or you can dress it down. So when I'm not in store in my professional clothing, generally you'll find me on the weekends in denim jeans or denim shorts. And I either try to dress it up or just kind of make it look a little more on the casual side.
That's great. And Carole, if people want to get in touch with you, how can they find you?
So I have an Instagram called Sassy and Classy Beauty. And I'm also, same name, Sassy Classy Beauty. I'm also on TikTok as well.
Well, Carole, thank you so much for your time and all of your amazing advice. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Until then. Thank you for tuning in to Snazzy Sage. If you loved today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend. Want to elevate your style and confidence? Visit snazzyandSage.com to explore individual and group coaching that helps you look and feel your best from the inside out. Until next time, stay snazzy.